Hello everybody, my name is Alex. I am a music enthusiast, vinyl record collector. Here are my May 2026 Discogs pickups. First one I got here is 1971 album, John Prine's self-titled debut. It's a beautiful record. I think every song on here is perfect. Established him as one of the great country folk artists on the scene at the time. Next record I got is Yukihiro Takanashi's New Romantic. It's a New Romantic 1981 album, synth pop, new wave album. Title kind of comes from New Romanticism at the time. Sort of a statement on that, I guess. Sort of futuristic synth pop, new wave stuff. Very, very great album. Yukihiro Takahashi was from Yellow Magic Orchestra, and it features fellow YMO members, Ryuichi Sakamoto and Harumi Hosono. But it also has Phil Manzanera on guitar from Vox Music, and Andy McKay plays saxophone and oboe on here. But it also has Tony Mansfield, who was the primary singer, songwriter, producer for a band called New Music. We'll get to that a little later, but New Music is great. This album, New Romantic, it's a Canadian pressing I got, but it's like brand new. It's like minty mint. Solid album. Same guy, I got Visage's first album, from the Romantic era, UK pressing. Very good album. Excited to have this one in my collection. Also got the Album Leaf's first album. Orchestrated Rise to Fall also comes with the blue 7-inch as well, which is pretty cool. I don't know if that was the initial run of production on the album. Came with the 7-inch, sort of translucent blue one. Yeah, really good, sort of mellow post-rock, Jimmy LaValle. Really good album. Next one, Double, self-titled debut. Sort of a Swiss Europop band. They had a big hit with Captain of Her Heart, which is actually a really solid song. But the whole album is actually really good. Kind of sexy, jazzy, poppy stuff. Really good. It's the only record I know by this band, but I'm glad to have it in my collection. That's Double. And I picked up Tom Verlaine's promo copy of Tom Verlaine's self-titled debut solo record. It's not my favorite Verlaine album. I like Flashlight a lot, but Verlaine's such a talented guy. Very minimalist sort of cover. I like the back, sort of sitting in this chair. Yeah, what a guy, what a songwriter, what a voice, what a original talent. Then I got Grizzly Bear Yellow House. Grizzly Bear, I think Grizzly Bear is probably the best indie rock band of the 2010s. And a little earlier than that. This is Yellow House. This is their first album. Well, it's their second album actually, but their first real kind of big album. Horn of Plenty came up before that, and it was sort of just one guy working on it. But this is a really solid record. Yeah, you know, it has the knife on it, obviously, but it's got some other really good tracks. It's a beautiful little setup it's got here. You know, cool little inner sleeve with some photographs. But yeah, excited for this one. Great record. And I picked up this album from, what year is this from? don't know, 60 something maybe. I was looking through this guy's page on Discogs, his little shop on Discogs, and I don't know, I was intrigued by the cover, but it's Brazilian jazz music. It's perfect making dinner music, but I love the cover. It's in really good shape, sounds great. Brasileiros, Bossa Nova. And I got the new music discography. So, the first record from A to B, very good. New music was a sort of undersung synth pop, sort of new wave art rock band, and like led by Tony Mansfield. They put out 3 albums. This is their first one. Their second one, this is my favorite of the 3. It's called Anywhere. It's very, very good. 1981. Tony Mansfield was also a big producer. He was involved in that New Romantic album, but he also produced like a B-52s album, and he did a lot of studio work. Produced Aha and a couple other artists as well. Very talented guy, Tony Mansfield, in new music. And finally, this is Warp, which is I love this cover. I love it. It's so cool, and it's a great sounding record. Interesting that it has All You Need Is Love cover on it, and then their own version with the same title. I thought it was just kind of funny. See on the back there, it says All You Need Is Love, All You Need Is Love. It's not a misprint or anything. There are 2 different songs in there, and yeah, highly recommend new music to anybody who loves that sort of late 70s, early 80s British synthy sound. Super good. And then I got this. This is a compilation that was put out in between Anywhere and Warp, just to kind of pick it up and kind of add it to my collection, because I'm somewhat obsessive with this stuff. And yeah, it's a nice little collection of songs. Sort of a picture of the boys in the back. Yeah. Next I got, he said, he was Graham Lewis, who was the bassist for Wire, put out a couple of these albums in the late 80s. This is the first one called Hail. Pretty great album, very experimental, almost industrial sounding stuff too. Even broaching on industrial sounding. The second one called Take Care. Hail maybe is a little more accessible. Brian Eno plays on a couple of tracks, I believe, on this as well. Plays keyboards on a couple of songs. Put out on Mute Records, and really good stuff. Highly recommend it if you're into that kind of thing. And then finally, I've been on sort of a Philip Glass kick lately, and I picked up these from a WOMR shop on Discogs, which is radio station, Massachusetts, I think, like Cape Cod area. So I got Songs with Days, which is Glass with lyrics and vocals. People involved in this are Laurie Anderson, David Byrne, Paul Simon, Susan Vega, and very good. Very good. Then this might be my favorite Philip Glass composition. It's called The Photographer. It is from early 80s, I think 83, and it was multimedia production with some dancing, music, about sort of with this backstory about, I forget the guy's name, but he was a photographer, and he actually is the one who took this photography about, he made a bet with a guy whether or not a horse, when it's galloping, has all 4 legs off the ground. I forget the guy's name. I probably should have researched that before this video. And it's sort of the saga about, I think he killed the guy who was banging his wife, basically, and it's interesting. It sounds so good, though. And then I got Koya Squatsi, which is from the documentary, soundtrack to the documentary, which is just fabulous. And I really like this record a lot. And I didn't know this, but this record is actually translucent. It's purple, and you can kind of see through it. And I thought that that was cool. So yeah, these are my Discog pickups, May 2026. Have a good one. Bye.